Today I rescued a family of abandoned kittens. This morning started like any other. I was simply running a few errands when I heard the faintest sound coming from the bushes beside the road. At first I thought I was imagining it, but then I heard it again, a tiny cry for help. As I moved closer, my heart broke. Huddled together on the cold ground were several tiny kittens. They were covered in dirt, painfully thin, and trembling with fear. Their eyes were barely open, and they looked far too weak to survive on their own. I had no idea how long they had been there. Maybe hours, maybe days. I didn't know where their mother was or why they had been left behind. But I knew one thing for certain. I couldn't just walk away. I carefully picked them up one by one and placed them in a warm box before taking them home. They were so small and fragile that I was afraid even the slightest mistake could hurt them. The first thing I did was gently clean their tiny bodies with warm water and a soft towel. Then I prepared kitten formula and patiently fed each of them using a small bottle. At first they struggled to drink, but after a few tries they slowly began swallowing. Watching them take those first tiny sips filled me with hope. The next few days were exhausting. I woke up every few hours, even during the night, to feed them and make sure they stayed warm. Some days I wondered if they would all make it, but I refused to give up. Little by little, everything began to change. Their eyes became brighter, their bodies grew stronger. Soon they were taking their first shaky steps, exploring every corner of the room, and chasing one another with endless curiosity. The house that had once been quiet was now filled with tiny paws, playful meows, and innocent happiness. One day, one of the kittens walked over, rubbed its tiny head against my leg, and looked up at me with trusting eyes. It felt like the sweetest thank you I had ever received. Weeks passed, and the transformation was incredible. Their dirty fur became soft and shiny. Their skinny bodies became healthy and full of energy. Each kitten developed its own unique personality, and every day they reminded me why compassion matters. People often say that saving a few animals won't change the world. Maybe they're right, but for these kittens, their entire world changed. They went from being abandoned, hungry and alone, to being safe, loved and surrounded by warmth. Looking at them today, it's hard to believe they are the same frightened kittens I found beside the road. That day I thought I was rescuing them, but in the end, they rescued something inside me too. If you ever come across an animal in need, don't ignore it. One small act of kindness can become the beginning of a whole new life. Sometimes a miracle starts with nothing more than stopping to care.